Okay. All right. So I was talking about transition tester sets. Part two of group-wide transition training because Kim's computer died. I'm back. We're talking about transition testers. You don't need a full set of testers if you have testers at home. Transition set is going to give you new releases and returning fragrances. Okay, that's all that you need. They are going to be 20% off in February. So that's when you want to grab them. Plus, it gives you an opportunity to get all your ducks in a row for bag parties and all of that stuff come March 1st. Okay. Make sure that you're starting to talk to people about parties for spring, even though it's not quite spring yet. Front load those calendars as much as you can so that once you have those testers and catalogs and assets and stuff in hand, you can get them out to your people so that they can start getting orders and you can start making some money. Okay.
I also said, sorry, while you were not recording, I said, if you're a current consultant and you've been around for a while, you might not even need a transition set. You might just need the 10 new testers. So go through your testers.
Yeah. If you, go through what you have and you may only need the new releases, which you can buy individually. They're $1 a piece.
And then I said, pay somebody to go through it like a child, like I do. Just for recording purposes.
Yep. If you have a buttload of testers, like a lot of us do, you may only need your 10 new releases. And so that's $10 versus, I want to say the transition set's usually like 17 when it's on sale, something around that. Does that sound right? So it saves you a little bit of money, right? If you only need 10 instead of spending 17, whatever the case may be. Don't buy what you don't need is really what I'm trying to say, because you don't want a bunch of extra stuff hanging around. It's just money that you're spending that you don't need to spend. Spend the money on the things that you need. Okay. The one thing that I would recommend getting is the Transition Tools Business Kit. So I think it was last year that they did this for the first time, made it so much easier on us. Instead of having to go through and pick out all of the things that you think you need to transition into the new season, Scentsy has put together a bundle, if you will, of the essentials that you're going to need for the new catalog. So you're going to get a 20-pack of new catalogs, a package of product lists, a new release sticker pack. We're going to talk about that. You're going to get a package of all 10 new releases, rub and smell stickers, and that's the hot commodity every year. A transition tester set, and a product training guide. You guys, product training guide is like my favorite. I think this was Springs. I just pulled it out of my drawer, but product training guide is great. You can also usually download that from the workstation. So if you don't need the hard copy, but it's a really, really valuable tool. And I get one every season because it helps you market all of the products that we have, especially ones that you might not be super familiar with. So in that transition tools kit, you're going to get your catalogs, your product lists, your stickers, your testers, and then you're going to get a training guide. So that's really the bulk of what you need. Obviously you could buy additional things as well, but it's one click that you have to make instead of 5 different clicks. Okay. I don't know what the cost is on that, but we will find out the morning of, I guess. 3 a.m. if you're getting up at 3 a.m. to order stuff.
Isn't it? What? Is it going to be 4 a.m.? Didn't they say there's the following month, I think they said there's an hour delay.
Yeah, in March, I think in the catalog switch month. So March 1st, it'll be an hour later. You know what's funny?
Month ahead of myself.
You know what's funny is last year I was at Disney for catalog transition and I was like, I'm never going to do that again. And I'm going to be at Disney for catalog transition this year. So
that is hilarious.
We pushed our trip back a month and they pushed the catalog back a month. So okay. But what's really cool is that Flower and Garden Festival starts on March 1st at Epcot, and Scentsy has the display there again, and we have an Epcot day scheduled for March 1st. So I'm going to be there on the first day. I'm so excited. Okay. Reel me back in, you guys. All right. So we talked about the fall winter print materials being 50% off, but don't buy those unless you absolutely need to. Discontinued products flyer will be on the workstation on Saturday. You can download that, print it, get that out to everybody so that they know it's going away.
I think you were going to talk about what you put in your mailers or
Yeah.
what you were going to put in your mailers.
Yep. One last thing before I talk about what I'm putting in my mailers is they are going to have new season sales kits. So there is going to be new season sales kits in the home, scent, laundry, clean, and body category. So they're going to have those available. I don't know if it's is it February 1st? Yes, February 1st. It says the contents will be announced in late January. We're getting close, probably on Saturday. They'll probably do everything on Saturday. But that's a great opportunity for you to grab all of the new bars so that you can start making samples, if there's new fragrances in body or clean or laundry, so that you can start making up some samples. And then the home kit will have a couple of the new warmers in it. So if you're someone who does a lot of in-person events and you want to have those warmers on hand as early as possible, the new season sales kits are a great way to do that. They are not discounted. So if you don't have the money to do that and you would rather wait until they come out and use Hostess rewards, totally fine. I usually buy the scent kit because I like to get a head start on getting samples made for the season. I don't always buy the home kit because I don't do a lot of in-person things. I don't do a lot of events. I don't do a lot of home parties. And so I don't need all of the new warmers. But you do get PRV on those kits as well. So it's a great way to get PRV, and then you could turn around and sell those things. But like I said, they're not discounted. So sometimes you're better off waiting until you can get them for half price or use Hostess rewards. Okay. All right. So a couple of things that I'm doing in February for my customers and that I'm putting in my mailers and all of my February thank you packages and things like that are, and I will share copies and templates of these things, everything that I have in the group probably tomorrow, so that you guys can tweak them so that they have your info and use them if you want to. Okay. So I'm going to, let me make myself big, which I guess I could have been big the whole time, but it's fine. Oh, Leah's big. Hey, Leah.
Me and Higgins, because he's in my lap all the time.
So I know that I have the crappy camera, but this is a rat card size, and it says the seasons are changing and so are our products. So we're celebrating with 10% off almost everything in the catalog. And then it's got just a little blurb there. It's got my info and a QR code. This camera is terrible. Jamie, I need a new computer. So anyway, that's going in my mail. I'm also doing one of these, and I will share this. Why is this so weird? Why am I backwards? This is a buy sheet. Okay. And
I love that.
We had to change the wording on it because the one that they created last year was not compliant. But these are old stickers. I just pulled these out of my binder. But you can have a spot for 5. You could even do 6 if you wanted to. If you have rub and sniff stickers still from this season, once we find out what's going away, you can put those on there, send them out to your customers in February so that they can get one last sniff of these scents that are going away and then order them or put them in club. So the QR code takes them right to my Scentsy Club page. And then it also reminds them that almost everything is 10% off. Okay, so they're getting one of those. They're going to get the scent of the month flyer and the scent of the month sample and my second wax sample as well. I always send that stuff, but I am also going to send these 2 things. I am sending a discontinued list. So it's going to be on a regular sheet of paper, tri-folded. That's going in there as well. Again, if you have rub and sniff stickers that you need to get rid of, as soon as we know what's going away, you could print out those sheets now. I have mine all printed. All I have to do is sticker them. I had some time last weekend, so I printed like 200, I think, of these. Well, I printed both. I printed these and I printed the buy things, and all I have to do is sticker them once I know. In fact, I put some stickers on already because I know Very Merry Cranberry is going away. I know whatever, the ones that are holiday scents that we know are going away, whatever I had on hand, I started stickering them. And then some of the new releases, if I have new release stickers, I'll stick those on there. So do that ahead of time as quickly as you can, so that you can get those out in the month of February. And then I also made these on Canva for new releases. Well, so somebody did this. I think it might have been Andrea Tompkins that originally made it, and it's got little spots for stickers in there. So there's one for new releases. Once we get those new release stickers, And then there's one for classics. So your things like Luna and Black Raspberry Vanilla, whatever other ones we have in the classics that are available. So I will share those too. You can print those out, sticker those up. There will likely be another new release rack card size once we get the catalog and someone can make one. I will share that because I'm not good at that. I think Tara made one for us last time. Maybe she'll be sweet and make us one again. And that usually will have the scent descriptions so that you can stick that right into your catalog and send it out so people have the description and the rub and sniff sticker with it. Okay. So that's what I'm putting into my mailers. And my mailers, typically I try to get them out right at the end of the month, but I'm purposely waiting until next week because number one, I need that discontinued list so that I can send that out. And then if we have any other, the mango thing, the mango, go-go mango, whatever thing, I'm putting a card for that in there too. Because that's going to come out on the 11th, I think, February 11th. Does that sound right? So there'll be another one of these in there. February, my transition month mailers are big because there's lots of stuff that goes in them. I still can send them for one stamp, but they're borderline. But if they announce any kind of a join special or a host exclusive or anything like that, I'll throw all of that in there too. So that they are getting as much info as they possibly can in one place. I also use Project Broadcast a lot during the month. So if there's a LTO that's coming out or if there's something cool in the whiff box, I can send that out to those people too via text so that I don't have to send them another mailer. But my VIP mailers will all get that stuff, and my thank you mail for the entire month of February will get all of those things too. So I will flood them with things that are going away so that I can sell as much of the fall winter stuff as possible before it's gone. And then towards the end of the month, maybe the last week of the month, I might throw in like the new release sticker sheet. My Scentsy Clubbers will get all of that stuff early as well, because that's what I do. I treat my Scentsy Clubbers as extra special VIPs. So they're going to get samples. They're going to get the catalogs. Most people are going to, once March comes, most people are going to get a brand new product list, but my Scentsy Clubbers are going to get a full catalog with samples and all of the good stuff because I treat them better because they treat me
too.
I treat them better because they treat me better. I mean,
right. They're VIP, girl.
Yeah.
They're VIP.
Yep. So we can talk about March stuff once we get closer to March, but that's what I'm doing for February. Just like I said, flooding them with as much stuff as I possibly can for February so that they know what they need to grab if they want to grab it. And I will be talking about Scentsy Club a lot in my group and in my Project Broadcast text and in my conversations with people, because we're probably going to lose 50 fragrances. And it sounds like a lot, you guys, but we get a lot back from season to season. So don't think that because 50 are going away, we're only going to have 20 left. We're going to get a whole bunch back anyway. So there's lots of stuff coming too. So I missed any questions that were in the first half if they didn't get answered. So I'll have to go back and watch the transcript from the first recording, and then I can answer any questions that I may have missed. And I answered Carrie's question. Does anybody else have any other questions besides Jamie wants to know when I'm going to get a new computer? I did get a new phone. I finally got a new phone.
How old is your computer? How old's your laptop?
How old is it?
Yeah.
It's only like maybe 5 or 6 years old. Is that old for a computer? I don't even know.
It's like a phone. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I probably have gotten 3 or 4 new phones since I got.
I sat here and colored a flower while I was talking to you all.
What were you doing?
Coloring a flower while I talked to you all. That's what I've always been told about computers. Like if you would get a new phone, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how long. So.
Well, the camera is terrible. I mean, I look like I'm in a cloud of whatever.
I ended up buying one for mine.
I bought one too. I don't know where I lost it.
Kim.
And I don't know how I lost it because I mean, I work in the same spot. I work at my kitchen table usually, and I just come in here for these, but I usually have the camera in here and I don't know where it is. So I don't know, but I do need a new computer. All All right, you guys. So that's all I've got. I know it was a lot. We went all the way. Well, I mean, really, we used an hour. The 4 minutes that we're over is because my computer sucks. So hopefully you guys found this helpful. I don't think I'm going to be able to merge the two together. So there's probably going to be 2 recordings, but it is what it is.
Thank you for doing this.
Oh, you're welcome. Transition month, I just feel like can be a lot, especially for newer consultants, because it's like, there's things going, there's things coming. What do I do? What do I need? All of the things. And so I think that it's just helpful for us to kind of put everything there. And, you know, like I said, everything's on Workstation, but I know that it's hard to keep track of everything on Workstation. I know it's not the most user-friendly place. And like last week when we had 11 new news articles come out in one day, it was very overwhelming. So I tried to kind of get everything, put it in one place for you guys, but definitely make sure that you're going through those news articles, because I saw a lot of people that were very surprised to hear about some of the things that are going away, but that was announced last week. So make sure that you're checking the news tab every day and keeping up on those articles, even if you don't understand every single thing in it. That's what our group page is for. If you have questions about something, go there and ask it. We have over 200 people in that group page right now that are there to help. I am not available 24/7. Jamie's not available 24/7. Leah's not. None of us are available 24/7, but there's usually someone available almost 24/7 because we're in different time zones and we have different working hours and things like that. So there's usually someone available. But also remember that we're not the end all be all either. Like, you've got consultant support is there for you. There's other consultant pages too, but we are always open for questions if you don't understand something. But just make sure that you are utilizing the tools that we have in the workstation, because that's going to be the place for official information. And that's where you're going to see everything first. Okay. If you guys have any other questions that you come up with, maybe as you watch the replay, or if you're just getting yourself ready for transition month and you come up with questions, go ahead and ask them. We're always happy to help. And I will continue to share stuff that I am putting together for February. And I know others will as well. We've got a great sharing group. I love it. So there's never a shortage of ideas amongst us, which I'm super grateful for. So thank you guys for hopping on. For those of you who are on live, thank you for sticking around through my technical difficulties. Thank you, Jamie, for saving the day and keeping people occupied and joining from Disney, because I don't even know if I would have done that.
I mean, we got back from Animal Kingdom at like 7, so I've just been hanging out.
I was wondering if you were going to be on, and I'm like, I know it sounds terrible. I was like, I kind of hope she's not, because I don't want her to like change her plans to be on, even though I had said I want you guys to be on. But I'm glad that you were here. It was good to see your face. Enjoy the rest of your trip.
And we'll see each other, majority of you, in a week.
Yes, we'll see a lot of you guys next weekend. I will figure out a plan for meeting up so that we can all sit as close as possible together. Lunch order is in if you ordered lunch. If you didn't order lunch, you're still sitting with us. And again, for those of you who are going to different locations, I am working on getting like a contact person that you can kind of buddy up with. I know for Columbus, Robin Dinnick is going to absorb a couple of our friends. And then I'm working on a couple other locations as well. So I don't want you guys to feel alone. You know, you're not alone, but I know sometimes it's scary to go to those things by yourself. So I'm going to make sure that I do whatever I can to make it easier and more enjoyable for you guys, even though I won't be there. But I look forward to hearing everybody's reviews of the experience. And when everything comes out on Saturday, we'll have a big chat about what we think about the new catalog. I've seen the cover. Well, you guys, I've seen the whole thing. Okay. I've seen the whole thing. That's an SSD perk. We get a catalog walk. So if you want some motivation to hit SSD, we get a catalog walk. So I've seen the catalog. I don't remember what all was in it, but I remember we were all really excited. So it's going to be great. It's going to be an amazing season. Every time we switch catalogs, we say this one is better than the last one, and it's happening again. So I thank you guys for hopping on, taking an hour out of your night to share with us and be here, and we will talk to you soon.